All right, so here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Hello guys, Zueljin here, and welcome back to another episode of Ark Survival Evolved. Guys, I hope y'all are having a wonderful day. Thank y'all so very much for all the awesome support on the Ark series, guys. As always, if you do enjoy the videos, make sure to give me some dap on that like button to show your support. And you can subscribe to the channel for more daily videos. I'm sitting here with kind of a dynamic trio, if you could say that. So, Emrakul is basically out here just for protection and a little bit of mobility when I need it. But the big deal is Buster and Rocksteady. Today we're going to be pitting them head to head to try out this road and see which one is going to be the species that's going to run this road. So a bunch of you said in the last video, Z, you should totally try Pachys, they're faster. Well, I have to test it myself. That's just the way things go. Another thing to take into consideration is stamina and how they work with the auto run feature with the rails that I just installed. Now, the road is not finished and neither are the rails, but I have put it a good little way. Because I think Rocksteady is going to be the underdog, I'm going to go ahead and bring him. Now, just to give you an idea on stats, Rocksteady has almost 800 stamina. It's mainly made for weight. So this might just be something separate too, because the speed deal, I'm not even sure if it affects the roll or the charge for either of these animals, but I do know that Rocksteady can hold a lot more and move than the Pachy. The Pachy is like, let's just be real. The Pachy's weight is like, I think it's almost non-existent, you guys. Yeah, look at this. It's like 183, so we would definitely have to spec into some serious weight. Well, about 182 now after that turn, but anyway, I think we would have to spec into some weight if we wanted to do any kind of carrying back and forth. So, another thing that you guys has asked is, Z, why don't you just use birds? Is it really faster? Well, it all depends. Like, birds have to do so many other things, and yes, they can fly, but guys, birds are... It's not to say they're boring. I love my birds. I love all of them. I love pteranodons. I love my quetzal. I love my argents. But I want to do something a little bit different, and I thought this was just fun. So anyway, we're going to try this project out. I'm about on the second one, and I want to time it to see how long it takes and to see how far I go. So let's just back up just in case, and I'm hoping that I'm going to stay on track here. It's very hard to line up, and the rails don't work on ramps, but I think I have it to where most of it can work out. So here we go. I'm going to do a silent little deal. I'm going to count, and we're going to go. Alright guys, that was 40 seconds, and that was all of our stamina, and we made it this far. So about to this rock, a little bit past the handrails. Alright, so what we need to do now is grab the Pachy and try the same thing. 44 seconds at 800 stamina pretty much. So we could spec in the stamina for some, you know, for longer distances or whatever. And there's no way I lined it up correctly. Hold on, let me try this again. I'm gonna do it that way. Hopefully the rail just catches me and pushes me in. Yes. So the rails are working quite good too. I like the fact that this is actually a thing. Like, uh-oh, do I take any damage right there? No, I did roll a little bit, but it looks like it's possible that I could take damage at the wrong incline or if I was going fast enough. And you see, I don't know if movement speed actually affects the rolling speed. It seems like it would, but you know how that goes, guys. Some of these game mechanics are a little bit convoluted, and the wikis sometimes don't yield all the info that you need. Plus, when you search topics like this, sometimes it doesn't really matter. Alright, so that's pretty much it. So, I was 44 seconds at that distance. Now, the Pachy has 522 stamina, which is significantly less, but it was the most stamina that I can grab on any of the Pachy's that were existing in town. And this is going to give me a little bit of insight on what I should tame, or what I should be looking to tame, because who knows, Dodecurus might just be still good for weight only. It might not even be a thing, you know, but I'm going to try it out. So at any rate, let's go. We're going to do another silent run here, and here we go. Uh-oh, I stopped. All right. Let's try that again. We're gonna try it again. We're gonna fail a few tests here and there. That just happens, you know. That's another thing. The Dodecurus seem to do a little bit better for that particular reason, but I'm not too sure if that is because the Dodecurus is a little bit more forgiving when it comes to rails, or if I just hit it a little bit the wrong way with the Pachy. So we're gonna try it again. 3, 2, 1, go. Uh-oh, it stopped again. All right, that's a big deal. Let's try it again. All right, so we just fell off, but that was around 30 seconds. So it was quite a bit faster to get to that point, and it's hard for me to tell because my stamina wasn't out. But what I can do is get right where this rock was. This is pretty much where the Dodecurus was, and we'll see where the stamina kind of dies off at. So we'll go back and we'll just try again. We'll maintain this, and this won't be silent because I'm gonna have to readjust every once in a while, and I want to watch my stamina bar. So the stamina looks like it's doing fairly good, and the rails are keeping me on guide. This might just be a straighter path, and I'm gonna see if I can go up this incline without any difficulty. So it looks like we just used half our stamina, you guys. Let's see. So the stamina, we were at like, oh yeah, man. We had plenty of stamina left to go, you guys. So the Pachy pretty much just won. Like, hands down. Now, the only thing that really bothers me is the fact that I got stuck on that incline. Let's see if that was just a fluke or if that happens again. And even if it does, we could possibly edit the design. We could start ramping earlier. Now, you see, I just went all the way up right there. So I think that might have just been a fluke. Also, you can't steer, can you? No, you can't steer at all. Just like the Dodecurus, pretty much. Oh, man, but now we got a good straight road running. Look how far I've gone. I might as well show y'all the end, too. Okay, another thing I had to do, we're almost out of stamina, but yeah, that's considerably much further, guys. So, if that took us about that far, I don't know how it's going to work with these curves and stuff like that, but now that our stamina's back, let's go ahead and line back up and go a little bit further, and I'll see what happens. I think there's an ice cream man outside making a bunch of noise, so I apologize if you guys hear that in the background. Why can't I line this up, man? I can't line it up to save my life. I need rails on this whole thing. It's crazy. Alright, well, it doesn't look like we're going to do it, but all of these curves were pretty important. Although, it started getting kind of wonky up front, over here. What I mean by wonky is that if we keep going down here long enough, what you're going to see is that there's actually a section that it's too far to the left, I believe, or too far to the right, and I had to start going out the other way. Let's see, I think we're almost to the end. See that? I had to start hooking left again. The problem is we were going to run into XB's spot and the arena up there, so I had to start making some pretty drastic curves, and I tried to do it gradual. That way handrails would kind of guide me. if that's even the case. I don't know. That last curve that you saw was a little bit less than gradual, but here's the end. And as you can see, that light over there, I'm not going to go all the way down there, but that's the beach. So yeah, we still have a little bit left to go. There's the darn compies. Those compies, man, you gotta watch them. They'll gang up on you. So anyway, that is the extent of my little experiment, but I think the choice is clear. I think Pachys are definitely the way to go here. So I'm gonna be looking around for some Pachys. I don't know if we're gonna get a super high level one this episode, but I definitely want to try out the speed thing and mark some tests with the different times. So I'm gonna head back, you guys. We're gonna go find a Pachy and we're gonna tame it up. So I was out looking for some of these little Pachys, and Softus and Whippet have a couple of Pachys ready to mate. Some pretty high level ones too. Paco is actually a perfect tame, and it doesn't look like they boosted the stats much at all. So that's actually a great thing. Now I kind of know where they come from and what their stats are. So we're looking at 570 stamina for them and 465 for them. So we're gonna just mate these two right quick. I think it'll be the best way. Let's see here. We're gonna cycle aggression. No. Enable wandering and enable wandering. And we're gonna let these two just do their thing, I think. Alright, so as soon as the mating progress is done, that'll be cool. Now, I am gonna end up having two Pachys. So, because I tamed the level 16 right before that, and the level 16 was like, I don't know, it had really low stats, but I want to test the speed against my current Pachy to see what it's going to be like, and then I'll be able to know if that right-click ability is affected by speed or not, and what to pump, whether I should balance it out between stamina and speed, or just stamina. Anyway, you guys, I'm going to make these guys grab the egg, and I'm going to continue the hunt. Alright guys, so you remember that level 16 Pachy I said I had? It died. Like I was trying to train it around here and it just died. But for testing purposes, I decided to borrow someone else's. This is Butthead. This is Maz's little Pachy, and he has quite a bit of movement speed already on him, which seemed perfect. He has already 138, which is a good bit higher, almost 20% higher. So what I'm gonna do is run like a little time trial with this, I think. How much stamina do I have? About 420, okay. So basically, I just need to see how fast I get from point A to point B and do some timing with that. Alright, another time to run, and alright, I stopped and we got here in 25 seconds. Now let's test the other one after we drop our deuce. Alright you guys, I'm lining Buster up now. Now, just to say as well, the last, in the clips, when I've been doing times, it's actually post-edited in. I'm verbally counting to see how long it is, but I haven't watched any of the footage, so I don't exactly know. So if I say it's something like 25 seconds and it's actually 27, y'all know what I mean. But the results will be in as soon as I run this test successfully, if I don't stop running into things. Alright, so here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, let's see where it came out at. Alright you guys, the results are in, and Buster was a whole 5 seconds slower than Butthead, so that confirms it. Speed definitely plays a big part in the right click ability on the Pachy. Results are still not in for the Dodecurus because I didn't test that, but I'm pretty sure that that's irrelevant due to the fact that these guys are so much faster than the Dodecurus anyway. So, I can't do that much more testing because I really have to start putting the track together, and I need to go get some more materials to do that. So that's going to be a little bit. So while we're still on the sciencey subject, I guess I'm going to do some food science right quick to finish off the video. So last episode, y'all remember that I did that potato souffle, all right? The ingredients was 1 dillo poop and 1 savor root. And what we'll do is we'll grab another dillo poop, which, by the way, I was messing with eggs earlier. Let's go ahead and grab this dillo feces, and we'll make another recipe, because now someone in the comments said that the skill or the good part of the recipes are determined on your crafting speed skill. And because I mind wiped tonicked a while back, my crafting speed skill is ridiculous. It's 500%. So what I want to do, I have a couple things in here already. I'm gonna go ahead, add a note. Wait, I thought I had notes. I do have notes in here. Make recipe, there we go. All right, and we're gonna call it potato. Wait, we gotta do potato souffle. 2. We'll call MK2, the Mark II. All right. And we're basically going to, I guess we're going to do the same thing. I can change the insides and stuff. You guys told me about color regions, so we can make that with green icing. That'll make it different for sure. And we'll do the inside as yellow. All right, so that's the potato souffle. That's so disgusting, man. And we're going to make it with 1 savor root and 1 dillo poop. All right, and we'll go to make recipe, and we'll take a look at it. So the other nutritional values on it I can read from my old video. The food value was 1.176, the health value was 1.705, and the stamina was 1.121. So what does this tell us? It tells us that the food value is higher, but the health value is, I don't know, 1.17 versus 1.12. So the health value is actually higher on the old potato souffle. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take the other recipe and look at it side by side. Side by side. Where's it at? We got, oh, I had made another one, that's true, but that was with the same skill. Okay. That was just testing to see the randomness. All right, so 1.36, 2.5, 1.125, 1.03. Ah, I did have a different, okay? And 0.0 and 0.76. So, higher stamina with the old recipe, but different statistics on the health. That's pretty interesting. So another thing is there was a recipe that I wanted to try. You guys said 5 prime meat gives you like 90 food, and y'all didn't specify whether that was raw or cooked. So I'm going to try both of them. I did get some raw prime with good old Archangel, and we're gonna do our little trick so it doesn't spoil. Let's go ahead and bring it down. Oh, it's magic. All right, we'll grab the 5 raw prime, and what we're trying to do is get that 90 food recipe thing that you guys were talking about. And then I'm also gonna grab 5 cooked prime, just like that. All right, so we're gonna make one recipe with one and one recipe like the other, and we're gonna see how it comes out. Let's go ahead and make a recipe. 1, 2, 3. Wait, no. Get out of here. 1. Can I just T it? No, I can't press T on it. 3, 4, 5. All right, there's 5, and we're gonna call it, I don't know, there's no special thing for this. Let's just call it, I don't know, do we color it? Red and brown? Yeah, we'll do red and brown, and then green. Oh no, that's supposed to be, we're gonna make that, ugh, that's terrible looking. That looks semi-appetizing, right? Okay, that's lettuce, that looks right. What about this? Okay, that's how we're gonna call it, and we're gonna call it raw burger. Okay, just as a test note. Okay, we'll make a recipe, and then we're gonna do another one, and we're gonna call it cooked burger. We should have called it raw prime burger. Okay, we'll move all of this out, and then we'll just put the 5 in here and call it cooked burger. And we're going to change the outside this time. Yeah, we're gonna do red like that. And we're gonna do purple down there, like the purple cabbage, still the green lettuce, because that's the way we gotta go. And instead of white, we're gonna go yellow for like mustard, right? All right, then we'll go make recipe. Okay, so now we have a couple different things that we gotta choose. Let's go ahead and cook this one. We'll put the recipe in. Which one? We're doing a raw burger, cooked burger recipe. All right. Actually, let's just look at both of them. So this one is 26 food. That's the raw burger, and the cooked recipe is 37. Health is 42 points, 30 points on the raw, 2.25 stamina, and 2.25 stamina. So health and food are both higher on the cooked burger, which it's not 90 health. I mean, it's not 90 food, but 37 food and 42 health is not that bad. On the contrary, this is pretty darn good too, because you don't have to worry about cooking it. You could just make, you could just fill it up with raw meat. That's not bad for not having to worry about cooking prime meat and just making it. Now, you still need to cook on the fly and stuff, but the expiration, I'm curious about it, you guys. Let's grab 4 more prime meat. Oh, well, 5 more prime meat. And I want to see the expiration on them now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's how we're going to do this. All right. Pick it up. There we go. Sheesh, man. All right. That's the only thing that we got to test left. Okay. We'll get rid, we'll put them all in here. All right, and we're gonna light fire, and it should cook both of them right at the same time. That's another cool feature about this thing. All right, we got them both. Okay, so expiration time on the cooked burger is, let's see, 9 days, 23 hours, so pretty much 10 days. And why can I see it on this one? Wait. All right, now it's still hiding behind the health. What is up with that decimal, man? And this one's for 1 day, 23 hours, I guess? Dang, I really wish it would show. Okay, I'll tell you what. I can't believe it's covering it. Oh, that's so stupid. 9. That has to be it. Yeah, it's 0, 1. Yes, now it just moved a little bit so I can tell. So, the raw prime burger is still an entire day. Having a lot of raw prime meat coming from something like maybe a, I don't know, one of the freaking alphas, you know, you can do that if you don't have access to a stove. That's pretty good. I don't know. It's something to consider. Maybe that's something pretty good to have at an outpost, you know, a recipe like that. That way you really wouldn't have to worry about having an industrial grill, or, you know how hard it is, complicated it is to cook prime meat at fires and stuff. But at any rate, guys, I'm going to go ahead and eat both of these things because they're delicious, a raw burger and a cooked burger. And I hope you guys learned something today. I know I sure did. Now I got a lot of work left to do. I don't know what we're going to do next episode, you guys, but I'll figure something out. Thank y'all so much for watching, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, give me some dap on that like button to show your support, and you can subscribe to the channel for more daily videos. Thanks so much for watching. As always, this is Zueljin signing off, and we'll see you next time.